For those of you who have been with me ever since I started this whole YouTube journey, you should know by now that one thing I cannot stand is a hood rat. Another thing I can't stand besides hood rats is people who can't seem to read between the fucking lines. This right here is basically a video response to Hateratzi's response to his own video, which is a trailer entitled "Die Hood Rat Die." And if you can't tell what the topic is based on the title, then I'm just gonna tell you. In the first video, Hateratzi talks about how hood rats are, as he puts it, a virus to the black community. They're basically the living dead, and like the living dead, everything that they come into contact with also becomes the living dead. Now, as I saw this video, I couldn't help but agree with everything he said, and that video alone confirmed why I and my family no longer live in the hood. That video illustrated the reason why I don't speak with a lot of my friends from high school. Because they're still stuck in the same hood rat, hood nigga mindset. And I usually don't use the word nigga, but in this case, I'm gonna have to, because it basically illustrates these people's mindsets to a motherfucking T. And that's not all I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the motherfuckers that went in on Hateratzi talking about, this is just one-sided. You're only just putting blame on the black woman and nah. First of all, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up with that, because had you paid fucking attention to the video, you'd know that Dark Hater is bashing the men as well. In that video, you would have known that, or if you had once again paid attention to the subject matter, you would know that he's bashing the men that these women choose to bump uglies with and sire more inadequate bastards. I mean, I remember reading a comment on Bossip, because I remember reading a comment on Bossip saying that he's just basically blaming the victim when he mentioned that most hood rats fail to realize that their 16-year-old daughter got knocked up by a 32-year-old repeat offender. I don't know about you, but last I checked, if somebody refers to the person that they got knocked up by as a 32-year-old repeat offender, that's placing the blame on, that's basically calling him out on his behavior as well. But you know what? For as long as I've been alive, hell, as long as my mom's been alive, it's like everybody in the black community just wants to point the finger of blame somewhere else and not at themselves, because it's just so fucking easy. Because they don't want to take responsibility for their actions and why their kids are fucked up and why their grandchildren are going to be fucked up in the same way. And I just want to know, instead of pointing the blame at people who wouldn't give your ass the time of day because they're too busy living their lives, why aren't you getting pissed off at the countless lives that are lost at the hands of our own people? Why aren't you pissed off that Tyler Perry just keeps recycling the same formula in his movies over and over again? Like, seriously. Why aren't you pissed off that there are so many few black people graduating from college and high school, but we basically make up like a fourth of the prison populations? Why aren't you getting mad at that, huh? And I mentioned this in my last video, in one of my recent videos as well. And it just baffles me to no end that people, rather than look inside themselves and realize gee, maybe I need to change my outlook on life, or maybe I need to upgrade myself. They just want to treat the people that they just basically want to treat black women with kid gloves, like we're too fucking stupid to think for ourselves, you know? Has it ever once occurred to you people that the reason the black community is in the state of disarray that it's been in for the past 4 decades is because of choice? Has it ever once occurred to you that maybe we, just like any other group of different races, we too have a choice? And because you chose to just stay in the fucked up, disease-ridden clusterfuck that you're in now, that maybe that's the reason why you can't get anywhere. Maybe that's the reason why you can't find a good black man. That maybe... Oh my god. It just... I will never get... I don't think I'll ever understand this mindset. This whole blame everybody but the person that that the video's talking about. I guess that's just my crazy ass way of thinking. So just go ahead and claim the streets named after people who wouldn't give your ass time of day, who would in fact go out of their way to make sure that you're in the same position and that you don't even want to aspire to get the fuck out. So yeah, that's it. I'll make another video sometime later on, or maybe even after I make this one. Depends on how I feel. Till next time, I'm Melissa Shell, and I'll see you in hell. Deuces.